Hi, Elysha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not bad, thank you. So I would like you to share with others your journey through your weight loss with me.
Yeah.
And my first question to you is, why have you decided to hire a coach to help you? Why didn't you just, do it on your own?
Well, initially I did try and lose weight on my own. During COVID, I tried to run in the park, do home exercises, but I felt like I only lost a certain amount, and then I got to like a plateau phase where I wasn't losing any more weight. And clearly my eating habits versus my exercise habits weren't going well together. That's where I felt like I'm not losing any more weight on my own. So I need guidance with how to balance my eating and my exercise.
Fair enough. Actually, this should be the first question. Why you actually wanted to lose weight? So why don't you just stay the same as you were? What was bothering you?
I feel like this is so different for everyone, but I was always a small girl. I was always a size 6 or 8. And then I went to a 10/12, not drastically like within a year, over a couple of years. Then I started to notice, and family members and friends started to notice, oh, Elysha, you're gaining weight, or oh, you're getting a bit chubby. And
how did that make you feel?
Well, it definitely knocked my self-confidence. Half of the clothes in my wardrobe didn't fit anymore, and rather than buying a whole new wardrobe, it would make more sense to try and lose weight. Also, I was diagnosed with PCOS, and one of the things the doctors recommended was to lose weight, and they said with the BMI that I was overweight and that I should cut out carbs and that sort of stuff and to lose weight. And to me that was, well, one, I didn't want to cut out carbs, and two, I was already trying to lose weight, so for me it wasn't as easy as lose weight and my PCOS would be gone. So yeah, that was another reason.
Okay. And before you started, have you been thinking, oh, this is going to be quite exciting, or you were kind of a little bit concerned that you're going to have to change your life around and it's going to be very hard?
I definitely thought it would be difficult, because to me, my exercise and diet was already good in my head. So my thought process was, well, my diet is already good. How much do I have to cut out to actually lose weight? And like I said, I thought my exercise was quite good. So I was like, how much more do I need to exercise? Do I literally need to exercise every single day to lose more weight? So I didn't see it as an exciting thing. I definitely thought I was dreading it, basically.
Okay. And how often did you exercise then?
3 to 4 times a week.
Yeah, so you didn't have to train 6 or 7 days, right?
No.
Okay, perfect. So since you've, let's say after a couple of months of training with me, what were the main changes you started to see happening in your body and mind?
Well, I also suffered from migraines all the time. That massively reduced. I think that was more to do with the diet rather than the exercise.
Yeah.
I generally just felt more energetic throughout the day. I just felt more confident. I feel like exercising goes with confidence, even though you might not see the results straight away, but you just feel more confident.
100%.
So yeah, mood was definitely much better.
And you remember how much you lost in centimeters and in kgs?
Around 6 to 7 kg, so 6.5 kg and 9 centimeters around the waist.
Around that, yeah. So you had migraines, you said, right? And you were taking tablets for the migraines, right?
Yeah.
How long did you take those tablets for?
So towards the beginning of coaching and training, that's when I just got prescribed my medication. So It was only just then at the beginning that the doctors gave me medication to have every single day. It's something called propranolol, which I wasn't too keen on having every day. It comes with loads of different side effects like nightmares, nausea. It's meant to be for anxiety as well. So I wasn't keen on having an anti-anxiety medication because I was worried when I came off it, it would create anxiety, kind of like a placebo effect. But so it was meant to be for every day.
But now you're not using it now, and you don't need it.
As soon as I started training, I took it every other day, and then every 2 days, and then every 3 days, and then gradually just came off of it.
That's great. I'm so happy. How long did you struggle with migraines before that, though? Before you went to the doctor and he prescribed you the medicine?
Quite a long time. I would say 2 to 3 years.
Oh wow. Okay.
It wasn't as intense at the beginning for the first 2 years. It was only once or twice every month. And then in the last year, it became quite frequent, every week for sure. And then towards the end, so just towards the beginning of training, pretty much every day, I would wake up with a migraine every day, which is why I think they prescribed me with something every day.
Okay. And with your PCOS, how did that change after training?
So for a while, I would say, yes, I only got diagnosed with PCOS just before my training, but it was very clear that I had had it for 10 years or however long I had started my cycle. It was to the point where I wouldn't have my period every month. It would be every 2 to 3 months. My periods would be very painful. And what were my other side effects? Obviously with PCOS, not everyone that is diagnosed with PCOS necessarily means that you're infertile, but it could mean that you struggle to get pregnant or to conceive. So that was my main concern. And then I had only had my first PCOS appointment. It was hard to even diagnose me because my blood test came back all negative and stuff like that. So their recommendation was also to lose weight. So it wasn't necessarily they were putting me on pills, because the pills that I could have been on didn't sit well with my migraines. Basically, someone that suffers with migraines can't go on the pill because it makes that worse. So that wasn't even an option for me to have the hormonal pill. So my only option was really to lose weight.
Okay, so your weight loss was also motivated health-wise, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then, how is the PCOS now? How did it improve? In what sense? What have changed? The cycles are more regular, right?
Yeah, literally on the day.
That's great.
I'm bang on, because they made me track it with an app, and it tells you literally what day you're meant to be on, and bang on, I would be on. Less painful as well.
Good, great.
Less tummy aches, less bloating, that kind of thing.
Great. And
less cravings.
Less what? Less what?
Less cravings.
Oh, that's helpful as well, isn't it? And what would you say to someone who's like on the fence of hiring a coach and trying to lose weight on their own? Do you think you would say you would recommend it, or would you say just do it on your own or try it?
I would definitely say try on your own first. I don't think it's right to just jump in there, because then I feel like your heart isn't in it as much as you want it to be. You're just almost taking like, not a lazy route, but you're not trying for yourself, and then that means you don't want it as much. So that's what
you done, right?
Yeah, exactly. I would say definitely try on your own. And then if you feel like you need that push, definitely would recommend getting a coach. and then they at least show you the right ways, because you might not necessarily also be losing weight in the most healthiest way.
True.
Because someone that wants to lose weight, especially for like weddings or whatever, they might just completely cut out carbs, but that isn't technically sustainable. You might lose weight for your wedding, and then
they might do they might also cut down the calories a lot, so they start losing quickly, but then they're going to bounce back because they can't sustain it, right? So they do unsustainable diet.
That was my main thing. I wanted something that not necessarily, yes, I'm losing weight, but I also wanted it to be sustainable for the rest of my life, basically.
Yeah. And I think also having someone there who knows what to do, how to do it, gives you this like a point of reference whenever you feel like, are you doing the right thing? You know, you can consult someone, and then if you're doing the right thing, to keep doing it, you also have someone there to be like, yeah, let's go, like, right? Like whenever you feel like, oh, I want to stop or whatever, there's someone there to be like, you've come so far, and just kind of kick you in the butt, right?
Because that's what I also found when I was losing weight on my own, or trying to lose weight on my own. I would be great for a month, and then the next month I'd be like, oh, it's fine, like I did so good last week, but then that week turns into a month, and then you're trying to get back on it for another month, but then you fall, you slip. At least this way, if you have a coach, you're constantly being checked up on and encouraged continuously.
Exactly, yeah. All right, I think that's all I wanted for you to share with others. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the journey, and I will see you later.